Hi, I'm Mark Anthony, and in this video, I wanted to talk to you today about business. It's really interesting because a lot of people that come into the healing industry usually don't have a business background. And so what happens is, as a healing practitioner, you're expected to come into, once you've done some courses, come into your own business and be successful. So we all do the manifesting and we get really excited. We're changing our beliefs, we're healing ourselves. But one of the biggest mistakes that I've found that a lot of people make is they don't understand business and how business works. So as a healer, you need to understand that you're actually in your own business. You're starting your own business. And one of the key things to understand about being in business that really is very different from being in a job. So in a job, every week, regardless of whether you show up or not, or how much work you get done, you still get paid. That's how it works. But in your own business, if you're not working, you're not actually making money. And that's a really important thing to understand. There's a big distinction there, and that's where a lot of people make their biggest mistakes, because in order to be successful in business, you need to understand that you may have a really good week this week. But this week, the money that's come in from this week is not yours to go and spend, because there's no guarantee that that money is going to be coming in again next week. And so you need to allow yourself to be working over longer periods with your thinking. So if you make $1,000 this week, that $1,000 may need to cover you for the next 2 or 3 weeks. We're not being negative here. We're not thinking, oh, well, it's not going to happen again next week, but it's a reality of being in business. Because with business, you generally do your accounting like over a longer period of time. So you're looking over the whole month. How much did I turn over this month? How much was actually profit this month? It's important to have that different mindset. When you understand the different mindset of being in business, then that's the first step and probably the biggest hurdle that people come up against, because they don't understand. They think that money's come in, they just go out and spend it, expecting it to happen next week, but it doesn't always happen that way. So it's really important that you allow yourself to be really wise financially when it comes to being in business, because the more you allow your business to build, the more you give it time to build and do it in a relaxed way, the greater success you're going to have. So it's really important to understand that, the money that's here this week may need to cover you for a few weeks. So you need to be wise with your money. So the key thing that you're doing is you're knowing what your expenses are. If you're paying a mortgage or if you're renting a property, then you need to know how much money you need for that expense. And then all the other incidentals, all the other things like, your electricity, your telephones, all that sort of stuff. If you've got an office as well, then you need to be hiring that or renting that office as well. So you need to know how much your expenses are. And that's really important, because once you know what your expenses are, you can allow yourself to focus your mind and manifest to make sure that you've got that much money coming in. But on top of that, you need to make sure that you're putting money away for savings, because there's no point, making $10,000 this month and not having a single cent to show for it. The important thing is, if you make $10,000 this month, at a minimum, you should be putting away $1,000 to go towards investments. Because once you've spent that money that's come in, it's gone. But if you put money towards investments, and what happens is the money from those investments will actually work for you. And so those investments will be working while you're working. And so you're basically leveraging yourself with your investments. And so you're getting a financial return from your investments, regardless of whether you're working or not. So it's important to set up different sources of income where you can actually allow yourself to have many sources of income coming in from different areas. And that's going to make your life a whole lot easier. So it's really important that you're understanding that the money that's coming in is not just your play money. Make sure you're putting a portion of it away for savings, that you're using that money so that you can actually invest in things that are going to give you a financial return. You've recognized your expenses, how much it costs you to run your business, how much it costs you to live your lifestyle, all those sorts of things. You've identified that amount of money. And then you want to make sure that there's an amount of money there as well that you're actually using for your own enjoyment. There's no point working all the time and not feeling like you're able to spend your money or do things for yourself. It's really important that you're able to, do nice things for you. When you do nice things for you, the universe sees that you're important. It knows that you're important, and you'll allow more things into your life. You'll be really amazed like how that sort of transforms your life. Once you start showing the universe you're important, you'll actually get more abundance coming to you. So the key thing is from a financial perspective, understand what your expenses are. Understand, and when I say expenses, we're talking about, your savings as well as, the money you want to spend on yourself, to doing the nice things for you, to going out for dinner, doing, buying yourself something small. Make sure you factor all of that in. And then once you've got that in your mind knows that, okay, we need to make a minimum of this amount of money. And so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be actually manifesting more clients to come to you. And when you know that, okay, well, this much money has come in this week, this much money is how much I need for my monthly expenses. And then you're actually in a better position, and you're going to find that your business is going to be a lot more successful. So it's really important to understand that the money that's coming in now isn't money that you just go out and spend. It's money that you need to be wise with, because understand whatever you do, whether it's your own business, whether it's a job that you have, it is your cash flow. And what you do with your cash flow is what creates wealth. How you spend that cash flow. If you're making $100,000 a year and you're spending $110,000 a year, it's not going to last too long. So it's really important that you allow yourself to have that right mindset in business. So know that, business is a different beast. And also you've got to be responsible for your own taxes. So you've got to work out like how much if you're in Australia, for example, there's GST that you need to be paying. And there's also income tax. Depending on, the different structure that you've set up with your business, whether it's a sole, a partnership, whether it's just you on your own, whether it's a partnership or whether it's a company that you've set up. Understand the different structures, and having a really good accountant to help you structure that is really important, because they can make or break you. If you've got a good accountant, they can give you ideas on what expenses, what things that you can claim as tax deductions. So it's really important to set things up the right way, and just know that you're running a spiritual business in a conventional world. So you need to be operating by the conventional rules. So that's one of the keys in starting your business and building your business to be a successful one. And that's what we want to see for you, is that you're creating a successful business. And the best way to do that is to be wise with your finances. So understand whatever's money's coming in now is not just your play money that you just go and spend it. You've got expenses, you've got things you need to pay for. So you need to be smart about that, allocating certain funds to certain things. And then you're going to find that you're successful. Your business is actually going to be really successful, and you'll be able to achieve everything that you desire. So thank you for your time. And if you like this video, like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because you'll be updated on the new videos that we release. And the next video I'll be doing will actually be downloads in relation to this. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.